It is a cause for which I am prepared to fight, but a cause for which I am prepared to die. How many of us can say that today?
A bold statement from Barbados' Prime Minister Amor Mottley. She has told the world she is not lacking in courage in the fight for climate justice. In her address, she said partnerships in places never dreamt of before are needed in the fight. Ms. Mottley wants people to reflect on the moral compass left by Madiba.
It is up to us to make the bold demands, just as Madiba did. Not unreasonable demands, in the same way that he restrained himself from unreasonable demands. It is up to us to also walk the higher road, because those who have been the victims of discrimination must not allow themselves to be imprisoned by the actions of those who sought to discriminate before, because that is a lonely and awful place to be.
The Nelson Mandela Lecture was held in solidarity with the people of KwaZulu-Natal and the Eastern Cape. Those provinces months ago were impacted by catastrophic floods and landslides linked to climate change. Ms. Mottley contends that what's at stake with climate change is real and call for action.
You here in this province have seen evidence of it this week, and in my own region last weekend in St. Lucia, the people of St. Lucia felt the ravages of the floods there, not the hurricane, the floods. In Belize City, a few days before, it was the hurricane. How many more hurricanes? How many more floods? How many more people suffering from drought, as is happening in Kenya? Will the world endure and have to endure before action is taken?
Ms. Mottley says with current discussions taking place on the climate, there is need for capacity to match commitments.
And we have, therefore, to change the discourse, not just to climate alone, but to the financial system that is underpinning and preventing us from being architects and craftsmen of our own destiny, rather than simply awaiting the handouts from others in the global north.
The evening was a special one for our Barbadian essay winner Wallet Israel Jacob. She won a trip to South Africa to attend the lecture. The lecture was followed by a community dialogue exploring the impacts of global climate change and by a visit to the Nelson Mandela capture site. Kishma Senjis, CBC News.